Hi, it's Gina Bell from East Coast Mommy, and I have 10 dollar store Valentine's Day DIYs that you are going to love. First up is this tissue paper heart in a dollar store frame. Start by taking some dollar store contact paper and covering the glass part of the frame. I love this faux wood look that I found at my dollar store. Then you take a heart, you can freehand it or print one out off your computer, which is what I did, and trace it onto the contact paper with a pencil. Then grab some tissue paper. I found this nice pink color at my dollar store and cut approximate 1-inch squares. Doesn't have to be exact because you'll see in a minute we're going to crunch them up anyway. Next, you're going to want to take individual squares of the tissue paper and fold them over the end of a pencil. Then you can use some hot glue or white glue to attach it to the heart. You're going to want to continue this process until you have the entire outline of the heart completed. So at this point, you can stop when you finish the outline of the heart, or you can keep going, which is what I did, and fill in the entire interior of the heart. And here's how it turned out. What do you think? I think it's super cute. Next up is an adorable dollar store cutting board transformation. This is what I started out with. First, I cut off the little hanger at the top because I didn't need it, and then I peeled off the sticker on the back. Then I covered the whole back with pink paint. I couldn't find the color that I liked at the dollar store. I just found this dark tutti frutti color. That's what it's called. And then I put it in a container and I added some white paint and just kept mixing it up until I ended up with the color that I liked. When the paint was all dry, I used a little bit of hot glue to attach some black and white ribbon to the bottom of the board. And I used a little more hot glue to attach some twine to the top of the board, making sure to cover the little hole where the hanger was. And I found these little hearts at the dollar store, and I painted them a bunch of different colors, and I used them for a couple projects in this video. I painted one a dark pink, one a light pink, and one white, and I ended up using white for this particular project. So I just added a little hot glue and stuck it onto the twine. And to finish off this little board, I made a decal with my Cricut that says made with love. You could use dollar store stickers, or you could Mod Podge on a picture of some sort. But I think this is really cute and I love the way it turned out. And how adorable is this teeny tiny little Valentine's Day book stack? I started with 3 pieces of scrap wood that I had in my garage, but you could use whatever you have laying around. You could use actual books, or you could use Jenga blocks glued together. Then I mixed up some dollar store paint in 3 different containers. I started with a dark pink, and then in another container I took the dark pink and added a little bit of white to make a light pink, and my third one was just white paint. I painted each little square a different color and I let them dry completely. Then I took the dried blocks and I glued them together. I put the dark pink on the bottom, the light pink in the middle, and the white block on top. To finish off this little book stack, I took a piece of ribbon and wrapped it around my books, and I secured it with a little bit of hot glue. Then I took my Cricut and I wrote out the words, "I love you more," and I put one word on each book. If you don't have a Cricut, you could use a Sharpie or you could use stickers, but I think this is really cute. And then I just added one of the little wooden hearts from the dollar store that I had painted before to the top of the book stack, and I love how this project turned out. I think this is going to look really cute on my tiered tray. Cute, right? Next up, we have a really simple project, a painted Valentine's Day rolling pin. Start by painting one of these play rolling pins. You can sometimes find them at the dollar store, if not, maybe on Amazon. But I painted the wooden part white and then I painted the handles dark pink for Valentine's Day. Then take a bit of ribbon and tie it around each of the ends. And you can give the ends of the ribbon a little trim, make it the length that you want it. Then you can finish off this little project by adding some words. I use my Cricut to write out "Be Mine," but you could use dollar store alphabet stickers or a Sharpie to write whatever you like. See, I told you this was going to be an easy one, but it's really cute. Next up is this little sweet kiss hug sign. I started with this little palette sign that I found at the dollar store. I didn't love the color, so I wanted it to be a little more white. So I painted it white, but just lightly. I wanted the old wood color to kind of come through, so I just kind of roughly brushed the paint on. Then, to tie this project in with the other projects that I was making for my Valentine's Day decor, I added a bit of the black and white checkered ribbon to the bottom. I glued it on the back, wrapped it around, and glued it in place, and I did the same for the top. To finish off this project, I took an X and an O that I had left over from a dollar store tic-tac-toe game that I had purchased this summer. I painted the X a dark pink and I painted the O a light pink, used some hot glue to attach them to the palette, and this project was all done. I love how high-end this project looks, and it literally cost me the $1.25 for the palette. I already had the X and the O, and I just added a bit of scrap ribbon. Next up is another easy project, a key to my heart. I found a big bag of these wooden key tags at the dollar store for $1.25. So I took one, I painted it light pink. I used hot glue to attach a little wooden heart to the front. I put some twine on the top and tied on a little metal key that I had. I took a bit of hot glue and attached the key to the wooden tag, and that's it. Doesn't get much easier than that one. Simple, easy, inexpensive, and perfect for my tiered tray. Next is this little wooden sealed with a heart letter. I started with 4 of the tumbling tower blocks from the dollar store, and I painted each block white and let them dry completely. Then I took some hot glue and glued the blocks together to make a rectangle shape. Then I took a Sharpie and I outlined the outside of the letter. You could also use a paint pen if you would rather that. You could also use solid lines. I used a dotted line, but you could use a solid line too if you want. And then I did the triangle part of the letter. Then I took one of the wooden hearts from before that I had painted pink, added a little hot glue to the back, and this project was done. I really love this one. I think I might make a couple more. What do you think? Next up on my Valentine's DIYs is this simple kiss hug candle. I took a candle that I got on clearance. You could also use a dollar store candle. I took my Cricut, made kiss hug in red. You could also use dollar store stickers or glass markers, and that was it. So then I just took a piece of twine, wrapped it around the top of the candle, added a little twine bow, and I was finished. The next DIY is all about adding dollar store glassware to your decor. I took a little glass jar with a lid and filled it with love hearts, a dollar store mug, and filled it with chocolate kisses, and another little jar I found and filled it with pink and white buttons. And that's it. Hopefully you're still with me for my last project because this is an easy one. I found this cute bucket and flower ball in the wedding section. I added some letters with my Cricut. You could also use dollar store stickers. I took the flowers, put them inside the bucket, and then I was done. And here's a peek at all my projects together and how they look on a tiered tray. I am so happy with all of these. I hope you give them a try. For more easy and inexpensive ideas, visit my blog at eastcoastmummy.com. Hit the subscribe button and give this video a like. Thanks, and I'll see you next time. Happy Valentine's Day.